Ekonene. So kuna vile saizi niko masaizi za airport and naendelea kucheki footage inatoka kwa masaizi za Kasarani. And what I can say is I don't understand. Like sielewi kile like kile makara wanafanya. Like in such a scenario you should be ready to handle a rowdy crowd. So if you're going to handle a rowdy crowd through gunshots, it's very sad. Like information nimepata so far inasema that kuna wase watatu wamededi and nimecheki hata story za wasampigwa gunshots, alafu of course kuna the images za wase like wasa wamededi, ni images hawezi onyesha wase, but apart from that pia sijui crowd iko inafaa kutichiwaje, kwa pia niliona footage ya wase wakirushia ma politicians viti na vitu kama hizo. Like this day should not have been that chaotic, and I think with proper planning kuna vile tungebaki handle better, but shida yetu ni hakunaga planning, alafu tunakuaga tu watu wa ajab sana. So Ubuda, as he goes to rest, I don't think this was the sort of burial he wanted. Yes, he wanted his burial to be fast, but not this disorganized and not this violent. There's no need for all these people to lose their lives. And if you had to ask me if the viewing is going to happen, I actually don't know. And this makes me worried about viewing ya Kisumu pia, na kuwa worried kiasi juu yake because makara wa Kenya. Alafu pia kuna msee nimecheki kama ali drive through the crowd, and what that shows me is mseka Raila alikuwa very divisive, and since he was a divisive figure, according to me you have to be very careful who you let work on that day, because if you find someone who hated him and you ask that person to work, the probability that they can drive through a crowd, because they don't understand, like, why are you people excited? Why are you people sad that this old mzee died? So those are the sort of people who will end up just driving through a crowd. So avile nilisema jo niko kwa Nini nafaa kwa naishia masaizi za masaizi za mfu wetu. Na try kutafuta lighting hapa na sijui hata sound iko clear. But yes, one thing is today will go down as a very iconic day. Like the footages that I've seen za wase wakili escort the body, wakipeleka the body masaiza Kasarani, that footage was crazy. Alafu now if you look at the footage coming in from Kasarani, that footage is also crazy. And the only spoiler in all these things is the fact that the police have decided that they are going to shoot people, and this is such a Kenyan thing. And I don't know, like now the police have shot people. Nazataka kujua nani tunafaa kublame, because is this now the opportunity ama conspiracy theorist kusema ni Ruto na dedisha wase, ama is it high time that we actually came to the conclusion that it's a systemic problem? The police do not treat Kenyans like Kenyans. They feel like we are their enemies, and any opportunity that they get to kill us, they get to kill us. And then you see, this is what happens. We normally justify. I've not gone through the comments online, but I'm 100% sure if I go through those comments, I'll find people who are justifying and saying, some dedishwa jo alikuwa na misbehave. Hakutakosa wase kama hao ati kwa nini na misbehave hivyo, they are too rowdy, they are too what. You have to understand, a funeral is very emotional, and apart from emotional, you have to understand that this mzee, one of the things about Raila is he was very divisive, but the people who loved him to the core. And this is why even mimi nikifanya my analysis on Wednesday night, I said that I expected the airport to be brought to a standstill. What happened? The airport was brought to a standstill. It was even worse than I expected, because the airport ended up getting overrun. But now, with all this chaos, will the viewing happen? Actually don't know. And if the viewing in Nairobi was this disruptive, what's going to happen to the viewing in Kisumu? But apart from even the viewing, what about kesho? Like what's going to happen tomorrow at Nyayo Stadium? And is Nyayo Stadium the right place, or should we still go back to Kasarani? Hizi ni questions mi siwezi answer. Why? Because this is one of those events that we will never forget. For a lot of Kenyans, this is going to be a day that we will always remember. Ama the next, how many? Is it the next 3 days are going to be very days that no one ever forgets. Why? Because who knew that the airport could be overrun? Hiyo ungeniambia, ningekwambia zi. How those people were able to enter the airport, I still don't know. Is it also because we are a very third world country? Of course we are a third world country, so kuna vitu kama hizo, but still, damn. like I knew Raila was loved but not to this level. And pia nikimalizia maybe naweza bonga jua, there are 2 images I've seen that were really heartbreaking. Kulikuwa na image moja ya Winnie akipatia the dad's heart to the mom. That was a really messed up one. And another one that I saw was just her, Winnie still just standing with the heart. And kama uja watch, kuna video nilidu nikabaki nimebonga jua a message that I sent to Winnie that in hindsight maybe after the dad died I feel a little bit guilty, so zabaki umecheck out hiyo video. But yes, niko en route to Ese Mfuetu, the land of the Mfuetus. Wasa xenophobia, I hope watafikiria nimekuja kuishi huko, but mtaendelea kucheck kile kina happen, alafu hopefully it doesn't get more chaotic than it is right now. So eko nane.